Okie dokie, Smokey, let's do a video. A nice, sweaty, almost dying from heat exhaustion video. This tropical weather will kill you if you're not careful. And it'll kill you in more ways than one from the heat, I'll tell you that right now. Stay hydrated. Damn. Discipline. Discipline is when you got to pee so bad, you think it's become an emergency. You still got an eighth of the way or a third of the way for the rest of your workout. And you're not going to jump up and leave your stuff because you're in an outdoor gym. And plus, this is Miami. You don't leave nothing sitting down that you don't want disappeared. And the bathroom's 100 feet away. So you finish your workout, even though you feel like you're going to piss your pants. And that's motivation and discipline. So anyways, can I make this a bragging video? Can I brag? Good. I didn't think you'd mind if I asked. Always fire a warning shot when you're getting ready to brag. If you get permission before you brag, you don't sound like a bragging bastard. See, if you just start bragging without asking permission, you sound like a bragging bastard. And none of us really want to do that, so don't do that. Okay. Excuse me. Up here in Florida, it's like there's so much freaking money around here. You can't even swing a dead cat without hitting a billionaire. It's awesome. You know, it's really awesome. These are merchants from all over the world. Have been for a long time. Just as Northwest Arkansas, where I'm from, it's almost like the center of the United States. It's like you control that center, you got all your warehouses there, you can branch off in all directions at equal time to all your facilities all around. This is what Miami is to the world. You can branch out. And again, looking at it from that point, you see it, but no for the United States. So anyways, back to the bragging thing. Here, we'll sit beside one of each other. I'm gonna brag because when I came here to Florida 100 days ago, I made a jump. I had a few $100s cash on me, right at about 300, couple dollars, whatever. And I knew it was going to go like that. And the idea I had in my head was get to where I was going. I've been working on a one-item thing for 8 years. Didn't know exactly where it was going until this past a little over 4 years. So about halfway point is where I knew exactly where it needed to be and who it needed to be with and why. And I had a good idea when. Anyways, having said that, I made this jump, crazy jump, just boom, cut the cord. Don't even worry about tying up loose ends, all that stuff. Fighting that game at that level with those rules, not getting nowhere. That's staying trapped in the toxic shit, toxic relationships, toxic environment, toxic money ways, all that shit. So anyways, make a long story short, you gotta stop the bleeding before you can heal up. This was basically my stopping the bleeding coming here at Miami, Florida. So fast forward 100 days, it's like I knew somehow, some way, I knew I was going to find a way. And it took me 4 days and 4 nights to find that way. And it was pretty rough at first because I had to walk the streets of Miami and gather a plan and meditate a plan together. And the cool thing was, this is the part I want to brag about. This is when you know you're true to yourself and you're true to your ways and you're true to carrying the things that the world didn't give you to build yourself up in the way you need to be. I still kept doing those in a timely manner. Still kept writing in my journal, even though I was on the streets wearing the same clothes, sweating, not really freaking out either. I really didn't have any fear. I had some exciting moments a couple of times. Got caught up with this one old boy in the middle of the night about 3 a.m. He was trying to kill this other guy, and he was going to kill him. make a long story short, at the end of 2022, before the initial release of ChatGPT, there were a few people that had the honor of test driving the machine wide open, truly open AI. I'm talking, you wanted to do some foul shit, boom, there was nothing on it. I'm talking straight up, no rules, no nothing, no matter what you wanted to do. And they had that going for about 14 days. I think they cut it off somewhere around there. Anyways, Franklin Ray Psychological Research and Development, my personal beloved, we immediately started building GodChat GPT. And the premise it's basically a religion tool. No matter what religion of the world, no matter what book, you could program it into your Chat GPT and you could role play it. And you role play it by having the machine pretend like it's God and then you be the human, or you could reverse the roles to where you pretend like you're God and have it pretend like it's human, and have it put in the perimeters of whatever that religion is according to that. And that's what we was working on, and it looked like it was going to be something truly, truly revolutionary. And this is the part I'm bragging about. OpenAI took all that information and cut it off. Now I'm going to go ahead and say they ghosted us and didn't answer our emails and all that stuff. You know, it's all invitational until you do something like that. Now, it would be easy for them to say, well, that's too dangerous. We can't have people doing that, and we need to capture that. Sure, whatever. I'll go with that, yeah. Anyways, the point is whenever you see that come out in the future, you rest assured it was Franklin Ray Psychological Research and Development that did GodChat GPT, not OpenAI. You remember this video. Anyways, so, but you know what's cool? You know, a person or a company can steal an idea from you, intellectual property, stuff like that. That's pretty, it happens quite a bit. Utility patent world and stuff like that. They'll steal intellectual property from you pretty easy if you're not guarded. And of course, so anyways, you know what? That may happen to you or someone else or someone you know, but you know what? They don't steal the fact that it was you that did it first, that it was your idea, your conception. That is what they can't steal. And of course, you got bragging rights, but you know what? So what? Something to tell the children of your children's when you're like 100 years old. They'd be like, Grandpa, tell us a story about back when AI first came open to the public. Back when people still believed in putting people in jails and still healing their traumas. Tell us about how people used to use money for real estate. Anyways, what do you say we do a 3 minutes to save the world kind of thing? Here, I'll put that. Use that as the commercial. You know, I was thinking about something too. You know, the 3 minutes to save the world thing. You know, it's an intuition thing. I seen something I've never seen before, and I seen that just the other day when we did this video together. Yeah, you and I. You watched it, so that means we. But anyways, when you for the day, if you're wanting to get some kind of intuition from the spirit of the universe, the spirit mind, and you ask it what it wants to be and how it wants to be shaped, I do believe it's a one-time thing for the day, just for in that day. I don't believe it's like a toy that you can do, you know, at mayhem throughout the day. I don't think it works like that. I think it's a lot like that intuitive mind or intuitive gut feeling, you know, when you want to do that exact same thing but only different through pen and paper, what it wants to be and how it wants to be shaped. same thing. It's just instead of doing it with the writing and the pen and the pad, doing it just on the fly with 3 minutes. So having said that, let's give it a whirl and see what happens. 3 minutes. We'll do this like how we used to do in the NWA. Spirit of the universe. What do you wish to be? And how do you want to be shaped? What does humanity need to hear right now? Not what we want to hear, but what do we need to hear right now? Here, we'll empty the last of this drink out. Here, we'll leave it open. Oh, these chickens come running over here. Oh, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Bam. 3 minutes on the timer. There could be too many different energies right here in the park. Like that. It's like you gotta have some peace and tranquility to hear the spirit of the universe. Okay, boom, there it is. The mindset. The mindset. One is trying to secure an attachment, and the other one already knows, is acting from like a sovereign oneness. It's like there is no need to secure attachment. See, one is driven, or not, maybe not driven. No, one is, driven. One is driven out of fear and a lot of control issues. And the other one is more about safety, connection, growth, development. Yeah, that's the two paths. That's it. Those are the two modes of being. Dang it, I was getting ready to say something really cool, but that's 3 minutes. So there we go. Let's go get some water. You would not believe this water here in the park, and it's, I guess you'd call it the Biscayne Bay Dog Park. That water here in the bathroom is just ice cold, and it's clean filtered water. Clean water. So good, so healing. Anyways, it's 3:18. Mosey on back to the communal living thing. $6 million facility. Outstanding program. It's got one hell of a history. It was already one length of a lifetime before it came to the United States. Now that it came to the United States, it came 30 years before the 1900 mark. So, you know, it's pretty good growth. Salvation Army. Yeah, it's something big. Alright, life is not all gloom and doom. See you in the funny papers. I think I forgot to say that on that last video.